Explore Mark Rothko's former studio, a $9.5 million Upper East Side carriage house. Imagine owning a piece of New York City history where creativity and culture blend into one extraordinary home. This stunning Romanesque Revival carriage house on East 69th Street, once the vibrant studio of famed artist Mark Rothko, is now on the market for $9.5 million. And its story is as compelling as its distinctive architecture. But here's where it gets really interesting. This 50-foot wide building, located in what's known as the historic Stable Row, has played host not only to modern art brilliance, but also to iconic moments in music history. Beyond Rothko's influence, the space later transformed into sound studios, including Junko Studios, where Elvis Presley famously re-recorded the ending of his very first film, Love Me Tender. Such a rich and layered past makes this property truly one of a kind. Originally constructed in 1884, this remarkable carriage house was designed in the Romanesque Revival style for American financier James Stillman. Its initial purpose was practical yet grand. It served as a vast, private venue where Stillman's children could learn horseback riding, reflecting a bygone era when equestrian training was a sign of prestige. Today, that historic foundation has been masterfully repurposed to offer a residential layout that feels like a loft, combining traditional charm with modern comforts. Entering the home is flexible and private, with a discreet street-level entry or direct access through the private garage, an uncommon luxury in this part of Manhattan, where curb cuts are rare. Once inside, a striking staircase ushers you to the main living and entertaining area. This space features a spacious living room with a cozy wood-burning fireplace, which seamlessly flows onto a unique glass-enclosed terrace garden. This terrace floods the interior with natural light, creating an airy, inviting atmosphere that enhances every moment spent inside. The formal dining room, perfect for hosting dinner parties or family gatherings, is adjacent to a large, contemporary eat-in kitchen. This level also accommodates 3 generously sized bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms, and a laundry room, all thoughtfully designed to balance style and practicality. Ascend to the home's top floor to find a breathtaking skylit atrium forming the central hub. Here resides the primary suite, complete with access to a private and beautifully landscaped roof terrace, an ideal spot for relaxation or entertaining with skyline views. Additionally, this floor includes a separate home office, a genuine tea room honoring the building's cultural ties, and ample storage space to keep the home organized and clutter-free. Modern upgrades enhance the home's livability, including central air conditioning for comfort, a state-of-the-art security system for peace of mind, and the convenient private elevator. The one-car garage is another notable perk, especially considering Manhattan's challenging parking scenarios. However, what adds another layer of intrigue and potential controversy is the property's shared ownership arrangement. The carriage house comprises a duplex owned by one family, while the front section of the building is held by a Japanese company operating the non-profit Urasenke Tea Ceremony Society. Importantly, the portion operated by this society is not for sale at present. The two parties have agreed on a future option. 12 years from now, both can decide to sell the building together, provided neither wishes to keep it at that time. This arrangement implies the possibility of a significant increase in the property's value once it potentially comes on the market again. Jeremy Stein, the listing broker with Sotheby's International Realty, emphasized to the press that by the time this option period arrives, the property's worth is expected to appreciate substantially. This raises the question, would you invest in a home today with the prospect of such future flexibility and value appreciation? Or does the shared ownership aspect introduce too much uncertainty for your tastes? This carriage house's remarkable blend of history, art, architecture, and modern luxury makes it an exceptional offering, one that invites not just appreciation of its unique past, but also a conversation about how historical properties evolve in today's real estate market. What's your take? Is this type of shared ownership a clever way to preserve cultural heritage while making a savvy investment? Or does it complicate the dream of owning a seamless private home? For those interested in exploring more extraordinary New York properties, consider other unique carriage houses and historic homes that marry charm with modern living, such as the Jewel Box Carriage House in Murray Hill, once owned by talk show host Graham Norton, or the Chelsea Townhouse with a secret backyard carriage house. Each of these speaks to a growing fascination with properties that offer both historical significance and rare architectural details. Photos showcasing this extraordinary carriage house are provided courtesy of Yale Wagner for Sotheby's International Realty, capturing the essence of its rich artistic heritage and refined residential elegance. Mark Rothko and Elvis Presley's former NYC home hits market for $9.5 million. A unique piece of Upper East Side history is now available for purchase, but there's a fascinating twist to this story. The stunning 5-bedroom duplex located at 155 East 69th Street, which once served as the creative space for the renowned abstract expressionist Mark Rothko and briefly as a studio for the legendary Elvis Presley, is currently listed for $9.5 million. This property, as initially reported by the New York Post, originally commissioned by financier James Stillman, this Romanesque Revival building boasts a width of 50 feet and features striking red brick, elegant arched windows, a private garage, and a highly sought-after curb cut. Inside, the duplex artfully merges historic charm with spacious, loft-like dimensions. The main level showcases a generous living area complete with a wood-burning fireplace, a formal dining room, and a chef's kitchen designed for casual dining. This floor also includes 3 bedrooms, one of which has its own fireplace, along with 3 bathrooms, a laundry room, and a glass-enclosed terrace that bathes the space in natural light. Ascending to the upper level, a skylit atrium leads to the primary suite, which opens onto a beautifully landscaped roof terrace. This floor also features a tea room, a home office, ample storage, and elevator access that connects directly to the garage. However, the allure of this home extends far beyond its layout. In the 1960s, Rothko utilized the top floor as his studio, famously manipulating light with a suspended parachute while creating pieces for Houston's Rothko Chapel. Today, that space remains a serene and sunlit environment, echoing the legacy of his deeply immersive and emotive canvases. A decade earlier, the building was home to a different kind of icon, Elvis Presley. In the 1950s, part of the residence was transformed into music studios, where Presley re-recorded the final scenes of the Love Me Tender soundtrack. Fans flocked to the block, and broker Jeremy Stein recounted scenes from 1956 where Presley was seen signing autographs outside the house, often mobbed as he departed in a car from the garage. Yet there is an important caveat to consider. The building is co-owned, with the duplex for sale comprising half of the property. The other half is occupied by the Urasenke Tea Ceremony Society, a Japanese non-profit dedicated to promoting the cultural practice of the way of tea. Both parties have agreed to revisit the ownership arrangement 50 years after their original purchase, which is 12 years from now. But the non-profit has no plans to sell in the meantime. Despite this, brokers remain optimistic. Stein mentioned to the Post that the entire building is currently valued at approximately $24 million. While the Japanese organization is not looking to sell right now, they will have to in 12 years, and the $9.5 million property will likely appreciate significantly by then, he stated. For the moment, this listing represents a truly unique opportunity, a property that seamlessly blends the elegance of old New York with the legacies of 20th century icons. If you can afford to wait a dozen years, it could also turn out to be a wise investment. The property is being marketed by Jeremy V. Stein and Jennifer Henson of Sotheby's International Realty. You can view the listing here. Have a news tip? Feel free to send it to us. About the author. Mike Mishkin grew up on the Upper West Side and began his publishing career with ilovetheupperwestside.com. After successfully establishing it as a well-known name, he launched eastsidefeed.com. In 2023, he also created the viral news and entertainment site floggled.com.